Hello everybody, this is my presentation, Pro and Cons of Education in America due to COVID-19. What are the pros and the cons of education in America due to COVID-19? I would like to talk to you about a few of the pros and the cons of education here in America due to COVID as listed. The pros are flexible of education, academic of student life, global recognition. Cons are diversity as a negative, tuition fees, hostile admission process, and the other two on the bottom are could go pros or cons. Year-round education and distance education. The three pros of education in America due to COVID-19 are flexibility of education, and it is a principle of practice and formal education concerned with increased flexibility in the requirements, time, and location of study, teaching, excitement, and certification. Academic and student life to a group of people with common purposes or shared duties at an institution or higher learning. The desire to be recognized through the academic pursuit and not identified by their social activities is a part of the learning process. And global recognition is a situation in which people know what something is when they see or hear it. This means that with some expectations, U.S. universities are highly regarded around the globe, and candidates when it comes to diplomas and degrees have better of a chance to be picked by employers. Now we're going to go with the pros and cons of diversity as a negative. Each state has the following and different curriculum. Of course, creating the students to have a variety of standards of education, which a subject from a college or a university may vary scientifically from the same subject in another, and this creates gaps in education and in the knowledge of general. Tuition fees, this is one of the major setbacks of U.S. education. The fees are among the highest in the world. Tuition fees can run as high as buying a house. Okay, next and final for the cons are hostile admissions process is simply one of that tries to look at the whole applicant and not reduce them to a mere test score or GPA. All factors are considered in an effort to view young people as more than just some of their parts, which means that us as students need to have more than academically or socially participating in activities that help the community, like in volunteering. Okay, now for the year-round education and distant education. Year-round education could be a pro or a con for public schools and private schools. As for colleges, if you think about it, they are in section year-round. There is a concern about idle youth and the taxpayers groups about empty buildings during the summer. Okay, due to the COVID-19, we all have been thinking about the distant learning. So, we need to think about doing distant education, which some administrators feel that this would be an important revenue source for colleges and public schools. And here are what I have done. All my resources. Thank you. Please stay safe, wear a mask, and try to stay 6 feet apart.